We're going live. All right. Welcome, everybody. I'm excited today to bring you a special guest. We have with us head coach and manager of CrossFit Supercell, Dina Duy. And a couple of things that I just want to share with you guys. First of all, I've done CrossFit for several years of my adult life, and fantastic workout. Follows that HIIT style that Max Living and a Chiropractic First we just absolutely love. A little bit about Dina and her family. They've been coming to see us. Her and her husband and kiddos have been coming for over 7 years. They certainly live the holistic principles of how to have true health and healing. But what I really want to share with you guys today is about, really about a great opportunity with what's going on with this COVID situation. Gyms are closed. I know that that's been something that's bothered a lot of people. This week we've been talking about the quarantine 15, and a lot of people have blamed their gym being closed on gaining weight. So Dina mentioned today, some gyms have been allowed to open. Certain styles of gyms have gotten the okay. And so, there's just a really good opportunity here to, start to take advantage of a gym, even if, you plan on going back to your gym when you are, when it opens. But we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. First, I want to give Dina the opportunity to just tell us about the great culture and a little bit more about CrossFit Supercell.
Sure. So I think the great thing about CrossFit Supercell, at least what I noticed when I first started here nearly 5 years ago, was the great community. So the one thing that's really unique about CrossFit, especially I think unique about us here, is that you have a really great support system. We're all friends here. Last week was our first week, and I had to round up all the classes because they wouldn't stop talking. Everyone was so happy to see each other. So that's the thing I think that's really unique here. Beyond that, CrossFit, it's functional fitness. It's things that you use in your everyday life. Carrying down water softener salt, that heavy water softener salt down to your basement. We do things like that would train you for things in your real life. And the great thing is that it's very modifiable to every fitness level. We have anywhere from, I had actually 2 64-year-old guys this morning, all the way through the elite athlete. I mean, it's really, really cool how we can really take any walks of life and modify a workout for their fitness level based on intensity, based on weights. It's a really cool thing.
That's awesome. So, Dina, you brought that up, and I think that's something that does scare certain people. And so I really want to reiterate that is maybe this is just perception, but let's say I remember I started CrossFit I did my first CrossFit workout about 13 years ago. And at the time, that was the thing. It was almost intimidating for a lot of people because they thought you had to be, you had to be able to do 50 pull-ups to fit in a CrossFit gym. And I really feel like that's adapted over the last decade or so to where it's a wider range of fitness levels. And even if you're out of shape right now, you have modified programs to get people into shape. So could you talk about maybe a couple examples of the different ways that you can help the elite athlete and the different ways you can help somebody that's, let's say, trying to drop that quarantine 15?
Sure. So one thing I have heard before is, I'm not fit enough to do CrossFit. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, if you only knew, if you only came and tried us out. Because yes, every movement we do in CrossFit is very modifiable. We can bring it down to weight. Really, it's just movement patterns, things you do in your everyday life. And you don't really have to know CrossFit because we have our fundamentals course, which is 6 classes with a coach, kind of that on-ramp program to teach you the basics of CrossFit. Once you get through that, then you can jump into our classes.
Sure.
But it's very modifiable. I will never push anyone. Our biggest thing is safety here. As long as you come here and you work hard, you try, that's all I ask.
Sure. Fantastic. So, you mentioned that fundamentals class, and that's a big thing. So you guys have a unique onboarding process. So people, because it is group classes, correct?
Correct.
So can you tell everybody just a little bit about what that onboarding process or fundamentals process would be?
Sure. It is 6 classes with a coach. So you and the coach kind of work out your schedule and you meet up. 6 classes teaching you the basics of CrossFit. And the cool things, we're running a special on it right now. Typically it's $120 for one person. But we're running our holiday special. Really, we thought we'd throw that out there again because post-quarantine, right?
Sure.
$99 special for one person. And the really cool thing, because we're really big on community, you can bring a friend with you for free, or you can split the cost with them.
Sure. That's fantastic.
It teaches you the basics of CrossFit. And in that course, we will also teach you how to modify skills. So you kind of know what to do and how intense it should be for you. We teach you all those things. So when you get into a class, you're not intimidated. And I think what my best way to explain classes, because when I came to CrossFit, I didn't really know what to expect. I used to go to a Globo gym and the teacher was up at the front doing the class with you. And I was thinking, CrossFit, they do a lot of big barbell, big Olympic lifts. I wonder how the coaches if they're doing the class with you. But what I found when that wasn't the case, you're really getting that one-on-one coaching in a class setting. The coach isn't doing the workout with you.
Sure.
We're taking you through a warm-up. We're taking you through the movements. And then when the workout starts, we're watching. We're making sure you're safe. We're cheering you on. Really that one-on-one coaching in a class setting. So you get that community support as well.
Sure. And you talked about functional movement. And for me as the chiropractor or for our chiropractic clients that are on here watching, what I would really point out is when she keeps using the word functional movement, for people that do deal with back issues or neck issues, so many of them either work physical jobs where they've lost functional movement because they've done so much repetition, or they sit on their butt too much. Quite frankly, they sit in front of a computer. A lot of people have been sitting at home at way worse workstations than their job provides. And I really like that whole idea of functional movement that's protected. One of the reasons we've gone away from teaching Max T3 in our office consistently is really there's better alternatives when you're really looking for somebody who's gotten, like you mentioned, you're CrossFit certified and you're level 2 Olympic lift certified.
Yes.
So you really know what to look for. But for people protecting their back, for people that are in pain,
yes,
really, would it be fair to say that you do a good job of teaching people to have more dynamic, more range of motion, more mobility, along with like strength and fitness?
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned mobility. Mobility is huge. You never want to stop stretching. And there's a lot of our members that come in and we stretched before class and they think I should have stopped doing this.
Right.
But we do have ROMWOD. It's range of motion workout of the day programming as well.
Sure.
For your mobility here. And it's stretching. But right, you're strengthening those muscles around those bones, which is going to help you with the pain.
Sure. Fantastic. So one other question, you mentioned like you have the bring a friend, the $99 for the fundamentals classes. Yes. But additionally, you mentioned like for those people that are really just interested in getting in a gym, you have 2 different week-to-week specials. Would you mention those again for me?
Yes, I'm sorry about that. Yes. So we are offering week-to-week memberships. You can try us out that way, or if your gym isn't open currently, you can come work out here. So what we're offering is a 1-week class membership. You can pay week to week until your gym opens. With that membership, it's $45 for the week, and you can join into all our classes. With that, functional fitness, CrossFit, or workout classes experience preferred. But we can always work with you. Like I said, they're coached classes, so we're here to help you. That's one option. Our other 1-week membership that we're offering is an open gym membership. So if you want to just lift weights, we have dumbbells here. We have barbells, kettlebells, medicine balls, assault bike, rowers. If you just kind of want to do your own thing, we're offering an open gym workout. What's really unique here is we have 2 gyms. One gym is primarily used for classes. One gym is primarily used for open gym. So if you get that open gym membership, it's $25 a week, and you have that entire space to use as you wish.
Excellent. So people could just come for 2-3 weeks until the gym opens really if they wanted to be able to do weightlifting, which I think a lot of people really could take great advantage of.
Come get on the rower.
Last question for you. And obviously we've talked about this when you come in. You've been on a maintenance program for a long, long time. Like, how does chiropractic fit into, being fit or for healthy people? Healthy people look good, they look more healthy, but why is chiropractic such a good part of it, or why do you feel it is?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I would not be where I'm at right now if it weren't for chiropractic. I can tell you, I I had asthma. I would not be able to move. I wouldn't be able to breathe without the benefit of chiropractic, because I no longer take asthma medications. I would not be able to do what I'm doing in here. I also had low back pain when I came in, 7 years ago? Oh my goodness. I no longer have low back pain. I wouldn't be able to do these things. And there's been multiple times, I said, I'm more of an athlete, more competitive athlete, that I've done some silly things in here. And I think I called the office and went in that day, and you're able to fix it. It's, I would not be able to do what I'm doing right now without chiropractic.
Well, it's a great partnership, of course, because we talked about this when we were planning. And I think back now, this makes me sound like that old man comment, but years ago, for those CrossFitters out there, I had to get certified because Max Living was the official chiropractors of CrossFit. Gosh, 8-10 years ago. Now that partnership is somewhat dissolved, but still, like the CrossFit Games when they were sponsored by Reebok, all that stuff. So I remember, learning just how dynamic movements and, the more efficiently you do it, the better off you are. When we were taking care of the USA weightlifting team, I know we had them at one of our seminars, and they won their first gold medal and the most gold medals ever while their whole team was under regular Max Living care. And so I think for some athletes out there, what some people don't realize is the best athletes in the world get regular chiropractic treatment. If you want to compete like that, and especially as you get older, it's going to allow you to compete at a much higher level. So
100%.
Thanks so much for your time, Dina. I certainly, for those of you listening, get rid of that quarantine 15, get to the gym, get fit. It's a fantastic way to live. All right.
Thank you so much, Jared.
Have a blessed day.
Bye.